Ladies, if you're over 50 and you've noticed your hands and feet are constantly cold, if you experience brain fog that makes simple tasks feel overwhelming, if you feel like your energy is draining away despite getting adequate sleep, you could be missing one crucial breakfast that addresses all these problems at their source. Most women your age are eating breakfasts that actually work against healthy circulation, creating inflammation and blood vessel constriction that leaves you feeling sluggish and mentally foggy. But there is one specific breakfast combination that can improve blood flow so effectively that many women notice warmer hands and clearer thinking within just 2 to 3 hours of eating it. This isn't another complicated wellness protocol or expensive superfood regimen. I'm talking about 3 common foods that, when combined correctly and eaten at the right time, work together to support nitric oxide production, reduce inflammation, and optimize circulation throughout your entire body. The research behind this approach comes from cardiovascular medicine and nutritional science, but most doctors never discuss it because they're focused on treating circulation problems with medications rather than addressing the nutritional foundations of healthy blood flow. What makes this breakfast so effective is how these foods work synergistically to support the specific circulation challenges that develop after menopause, when hormonal changes affect blood vessel health and function. Before we dive into this circulation supporting information, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell from Ageless Wellness, and I help women over 50 optimize their health through evidence-based nutrition. You won't want to miss this. Understanding why circulation becomes compromised after 50 is crucial for appreciating how the right breakfast can make such a dramatic difference in how you feel and function throughout the day. After menopause, several interconnected factors combine to reduce circulation efficiency. Declining estrogen affects blood vessel flexibility. Reduced nitric oxide production makes vessels less responsive, and chronic low-grade inflammation damages the delicate endothelium that lines your blood vessels. These changes don't happen overnight, but they create a cascade of symptoms that many women accept as normal aging: cold hands and feet, brain fog, fatigue, slower wound healing, and an overall sense that your body isn't working as efficiently as it used to. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 58-year-old librarian who came to me frustrated by what she described as feeling like my body is shutting down. She said, "Dr. Mitchell, my hands are so cold I wear gloves indoors. I can't think clearly until late morning, and I feel like I'm moving through fog most days." When we assessed Margaret's circulation and reviewed her typical breakfast routine, the connection became clear. She was starting each day with foods that actively worked against healthy blood flow: refined cereals that spiked blood sugar, causing inflammation, and processed foods containing additives that can impair blood vessel function. Margaret wasn't experiencing inevitable aging. She was experiencing the effects of inadequate nutritional support for her changing circulatory needs. Here's what happens to circulation after 50 that most women don't understand. Your body's production of nitric oxide, the molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and dilate, decreases significantly. Without adequate nitric oxide, blood vessels become stiffer and less able to deliver oxygen and nutrients efficiently. Additionally, the hormonal changes of menopause affect how your body processes certain nutrients that are crucial for maintaining healthy blood flow. This means that foods that supported circulation when you were younger may no longer be sufficient. Your morning meal is particularly important because it sets the tone for your circulation throughout the day. After the overnight fast, Your blood vessels are especially responsive to the nutritional signals you provide through your first meal. When you eat foods that support nitric oxide production, reduce inflammation, and provide the specific nutrients your blood vessels need, you can experience improvements in circulation that affect everything from mental clarity to physical comfort. The breakfast combination I'm about to share works because it addresses circulation from multiple angles simultaneously, providing nutrients that support blood vessel health, reducing inflammation that impairs circulation, and supplying the building blocks your body needs to produce nitric oxide naturally. Margaret's transformation using this approach was remarkable. Within 1 week of changing her breakfast routine, she noticed her hands staying warmer throughout the day. Within 3 weeks, her morning brain fog had largely cleared, and she reported feeling more energetic and mentally sharp. I had no idea that what I ate for breakfast could affect my circulation so dramatically. Margaret told me, I feel like I got my body back. This isn't about perfection or dramatic dietary overhauls. It's about understanding which specific foods support the circulation challenges that develop after 50 and incorporating them strategically into your morning routine. Your circulation problems aren't inevitable consequences of aging. They're often the result of not providing your blood vessels with the nutritional support they need to function optimally in your changing hormonal environment. The breakfast I'm about to reveal works because it's specifically designed to address the circulation challenges that affect women after menopause, providing targeted nutritional support for healthy blood flow and optimal delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout your body. When you support your circulation from the foundation up, you're not just addressing symptoms. You're supporting your body's natural ability to maintain healthy blood flow and the energy and mental clarity that come with it. The circulation-boosting breakfast consists of 3 specific components that work together to support healthy blood flow: nitrate-rich vegetables, omega-3 fatty acids, and flavonoid-rich berries. Each component addresses different aspects of circulation health, and when combined, they create synergistic effects that are more powerful than any single food alone. This combination is based on cardiovascular research showing that certain nutrients can significantly improve endothelial function, reduce inflammation, and support nitric oxide production, the 3 key factors in maintaining healthy circulation after 50. Let me share how Linda, a 54-year-old teacher, experienced this transformation. Linda had been struggling with poor circulation that was affecting her ability to concentrate during long teaching days and leaving her exhausted by afternoon. Dr. Mitchell, Linda said, I drink coffee all morning trying to feel alert, but I still feel foggy and tired. My hands and feet are always cold, and I just don't feel like myself anymore. When Linda implemented the 3-component breakfast I recommended, her improvements were noticeable within days. Within a week, I realized I wasn't reaching for my 3rd cup of coffee, she reported. My thinking felt clearer, and my hands actually stayed warm during my morning classes. Component 1. Nitrate-rich vegetables. Dark leafy greens like spinach, arugula, or kale provide natural nitrates that your body converts to nitric oxide. This process is most efficient in the morning when your digestive system is optimized for nutrient absorption. The key is consuming these vegetables in their raw or lightly cooked form to preserve the nitrate content. Spinach contains particularly high levels of nitrates and is easily incorporated into morning meals through smoothies, omelets, or as a base for other breakfast components. Research shows that consuming nitrate-rich vegetables can improve blood vessel dilation by up to 20% within hours of consumption, leading to better circulation throughout the body. Component 2, omega-3 rich foods. Fatty fish, walnuts, or flax seeds provide omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation and support blood vessel flexibility. These healthy fats are particularly important for women over 50 because they help counteract the increased inflammation that can occur after menopause. Omega-3s also support the production of prostacyclin, a compound that helps prevent blood clots and maintains a smooth blood flow. The anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s help protect blood vessel walls from damage and maintain their ability to respond to circulation signals. For breakfast incorporation, this might include smoked salmon, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, or a small portion of walnuts combined with the other components. Component 3, flavonoid-rich berries, blueberries, blackberries, or strawberries provide powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins that protect blood vessels from oxidative damage and support healthy circulation. These compounds also help preserve nitric oxide, making the effects of the nitrate-rich vegetables more sustained. Berries are particularly beneficial for brain circulation, which is why many women notice improved mental clarity when they incorporate them into their morning routine. The synergistic effect. When consumed together, these three components create what researchers call vascular synergy. The nitrates provide the raw materials for nitric oxide production. The omega-3s reduce inflammation that can impair circulation, and the flavonoids protect and preserve the circulation benefits. Example: combinations. Option 1, spinach and berry smoothie with ground flaxseed. Option 2, omelet with the spinach, served with berries and a side of walnuts. Option 3, Greek yogurt topped with berries and nuts, served with a small spinach salad. Timing and preparation. The breakfast should be consumed within 60 minutes of waking for optimal absorption and circulation benefits. The nutrients work most effectively when your digestive system is primed after the overnight fast. Light cooking of vegetables is acceptable and may even enhance some nutrient absorption, but avoid overcooking, which can destroy heat-sensitive compounds. Linda's continued success with this approach demonstrates its effectiveness. 6 months later, I have consistent energy and mental clarity throughout my teaching day. My circulation problems are completely resolved, and I feel more like myself than I have in years. This breakfast approach provides comprehensive circulation support while being practical and sustainable for daily implementation. Understanding the scientific mechanisms behind how these breakfast foods improve circulation helps explain why this approach can produce such noticeable results within hours of eating and why the effects become more pronounced with consistent daily consumption. The process involves multiple physiological pathways that work together to optimize blood flow, starting with nitric oxide production and extending to inflammation reduction and blood vessel protection. When you consume nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach on an empty stomach, the nitrates are rapidly absorbed in your small intestine and concentrated in your salivary glands. Beneficial bacteria in your mouth then convert these nitrates to nitrites, which are swallowed and further converted to nitric oxide in the acidic environment of your stomach. This process typically peaks 2 to 3 hours after consumption, which explains why many women notice improved circulation and mental clarity during late morning when following this breakfast approach. Let me share the detailed results from Carol, a 59-year-old nurse who tracked her circulation improvements using simple but effective measurements during our consultation process. Week 1, baseline measurements. Hand temperature in cool environment, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, indicating poor peripheral circulation. Mental clarity rating, 1 to 10, average 4.5 in morning hours. Energy level, consistency. Significant afternoon crashes requiring caffeine after 4 weeks of circulation. Breakfast, hand temperature in same environment, 74 degrees Fahrenheit, significant improvement. Mental clarity rating, average 7.8 in morning hours. Energy levels stable throughout day without caffeine dependence. I could actually measure the difference in my circulation, Carol reported. But more importantly, I could feel it in how much better I functioned throughout my nursing shifts. The omega-3 pathway. Omega-3 fatty acids work through different mechanisms to support circulation. EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, reduces production of inflammatory compounds that can damage blood vessel walls, while DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, supports the flexibility and responsiveness of blood vessel membranes. These fatty acids also support the production of specialized molecules called resolvins, which help resolve inflammation and promote healing in blood vessel tissues. This is particularly important for women over 50 whose natural anti-inflammatory mechanisms may be compromised. The flavonoid protection system. The anthocyanins in berries work by protecting nitric oxide from being destroyed by free radicals, essentially extending the circulation benefits of the nitrate-rich vegetables. They also support the expression of genes involved in nitric oxide production, creating longer-lasting circulation improvements. Research shows that regular consumption of flavonoid-rich foods can improve what's called flow-mediated dilation, your blood vessel's ability to expand in response to increased blood flow demands. The timing factor. The morning timing is crucial because your body's nitric oxide production follows a circadian rhythm, with peak responsiveness occurring in the early hours after waking. Additionally, the overnight fast has optimized your digestive system for rapid nutrient absorption. Studies indicate that consuming circulation-supporting nutrients within the first hour after waking can increase their effectiveness by up to 40% compared to consuming the same foods later in the day. Cellular energy connection. Improved circulation doesn't just affect warmth and mental clarity. It enhances cellular energy production throughout your body. When your cells receive better oxygen and nutrient delivery, mitochondrial function improves, leading to increased energy production and better overall vitality. This explains why women following the circulation breakfast often report improvements in energy levels, mood, and physical endurance beyond just the circulation symptoms they were initially trying to address. Individual response variations. Research suggests that about 30% of women notice circulation improvements within 48 to 72 hours of starting this breakfast approach. Another 50% see significant benefits within 1 to 2 weeks, while the remaining 20% may require 3 to 4 weeks to experience full benefits. Response time often correlates with baseline circulation status and overall cardiovascular health, with women who have more compromised circulation sometimes taking longer to see improvements, but ultimately experiencing more dramatic benefits. Long-term adaptations. Consistent consumption of circulation-supporting foods appears to create lasting improvements in blood vessel function. Women who follow this approach for 3 to 6 months often maintain better circulation even on days when they don't consume the optimal breakfast, suggesting that regular nutritional support helps restore and maintain healthy blood vessel function. The key is understanding that circulation improvement through nutrition is both immediate and cumulative, providing benefits within hours while building long-term vascular health. While the three-component breakfast provides excellent circulation support, understanding which foods throughout the day enhance these benefits and which ones can completely undermine them is crucial for achieving optimal results. Many women follow the circulation breakfast perfectly, but unknowingly consume other foods that create inflammation or interfere with blood vessel function, limiting their improvements or creating inconsistent results. Foods that dramatically enhance circulation. Dark chocolate, consumed 2 to 3 hours after breakfast, contains flavonoids that further support nitric oxide production and blood vessel flexibility. Choose chocolate with at least 70% cacao content and limit to 1 to 2 squares to avoid excess sugar. Garlic and onions contain sulfur compounds that support blood vessel health and may enhance the circulation benefits of your morning nutrients. These can be incorporated into lunch or dinner preparations. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C, which enhances nitric oxide stability and supports collagen production for healthy blood vessel walls. The timing of citrus consumption can be flexible throughout the day. Green tea contains catechins that protect blood vessels and may enhance the absorption of other circulation-supporting nutrients. Best consumed between meals rather than with the breakfast to avoid interference with nutrient absorption. Let me share how Susan, a 52-year-old consultant, enhanced her results by strategically adding circulation-supporting foods throughout her day. The breakfast gave me a good foundation, Susan said, but when I started being mindful about circulation-supporting foods all day long, my improvements became much more consistent and dramatic. Foods that completely sabotage circulation. Processed meats contain nitrates that compete with the beneficial nitrates from vegetables, plus additives that can promote inflammation and damage blood vessel function. Refined sugars and high fructose corn syrup create inflammatory responses that can damage blood vessel walls and reduce nitric oxide effectiveness for hours after consumption. Trans fats and heavily processed oils directly damage blood vessel lining and promote inflammation that works against all circulation improvements. Excessive sodium can cause blood vessel constriction and fluid retention that opposes the circulation benefits you're working to achieve. Alcohol in large quantities. While small amounts may have some circulation benefits, excessive alcohol consumption impairs blood vessel function and can interfere with nutrient absorption. Strategic daily timeline. Morning, circulation boosting breakfast within 60 minutes of waking, mid-morning, green tea or water, avoiding foods that might interfere with the nutrient absorption. Lunch, include additional circulation supporting foods like garlic, onions, or citrus. Afternoon, dark chocolate or berries if desired for sustained benefits. Evening, focus on anti-inflammatory foods while avoiding circulation sabotaging options. Hydration and circulation. Proper hydration is essential for optimal circulation benefits. Even mild dehydration can reduce blood volume and make circulation improvements less noticeable. Aim for adequate water intake throughout the day, with additional intake if you consume caffeine or alcohol. Medication interactions. If you're taking blood pressure medications or blood thinners, the circulation improvements from this breakfast approach may be significant enough to affect your medication needs. Monitor your blood pressure if you take antihypertensive medications and consult with your healthcare provider about any significant changes. Exercise and movement. light physical activity. 2 to 3 hours after your circulation breakfast can enhance the benefits by promoting blood flow and helping distribute nutrients throughout your circulatory system. Even a 10 to 15-minute walk can amplify the circulation improvements. Sleep and recovery. Quality sleep supports the circulation benefits by allowing your blood vessels to repair and regenerate. Poor sleep can counteract some of the improvements from optimal nutrition, so prioritizing sleep hygiene supports your overall circulation health. Susan's experience illustrates the importance of the complete approach. When I focused just on the breakfast, I saw good improvements. But when I started supporting my circulation all day long while avoiding the foods that worked against me, I achieved the consistent energy and warmth I was looking for. Individual optimization. Some women find they need to adjust timing or portions of certain foods based on their individual digestive responses or medication schedules. The key is maintaining the core principles while adapting the details to work with your specific situation and health status. Pay attention to how different foods affect your circulation symptoms and energy levels, and adjust your choices accordingly while maintaining the foundation of a circulation-supporting nutrition. You now have a comprehensive understanding of how breakfast can support healthy circulation and the specific foods that work together to improve blood flow, mental clarity, and energy levels. But lasting improvement requires a systematic approach to implementation and realistic expectations about your progress timeline. The difference between women who experience temporary improvements and those who achieve lasting circulation enhancement lies in consistent implementation and understanding how to adapt this approach to their individual needs and lifestyle. Week-by-week implementation strategy. Week 1, foundation building. Focus solely on implementing the 3-component breakfast consistently. Track your circulation symptoms, energy levels, and mental clarity to establish baseline improvements. Don't make other major dietary changes during this initial period. Week 2, optimization. Fine-tune your breakfast timing and preparation methods based on your individual response. Begin eliminating the most circulation-sabotaging foods while maintaining the breakfast foundation. Week 3, enhancement. Add circulation-supporting foods throughout the day while maintaining consistent breakfast habits. Most women notice more dramatic improvements during this phase. Week 4, integration. Complete the full approach with optimal hydration, appropriate exercise timing, and comprehensive circulation support throughout the day. Let me share the complete success story of Patricia, a 61-year-old teacher who transformed her circulation and overall well-being using this exact approach. When I started, my hands were so cold I couldn't write on the whiteboard comfortably, Patricia said. I was foggy-headed most mornings and exhausted by early afternoon. I thought this was just how aging worked. Patricia followed the implementation strategy systematically. Week 1, established the breakfast routine and noticed initial improvements in morning mental clarity. Week 2, refined timing and eliminated processed breakfast foods. Saw improved hand warmth. Week 3, added supporting foods throughout the day. Experienced more consistent energy. Week 4, achieved integrated approach with sustained circulation improvements. After 1 month, my circulation problems were completely resolved, Patricia reported. But more than that, I felt like I had my vitality back. I could think clearly, had steady energy, and felt comfortable in my own body again. Long-term maintenance. Most women estimate that following the circulation breakfast approach 5 to 6 days per week maintains their improvements while allowing flexibility for travel or social situations. The key is viewing this as a sustainable lifestyle approach rather than a temporary intervention. Measuring your progress, track improvements in hand and foot warmth in cool environments, morning mental clarity and focus energy stability, throughout the day, overall sense of vitality and well-being, sleep quality and recovery. Troubleshooting. Common challenges. I don't like the taste of leafy greens. Start with milder options, like baby spinach in a smoothies, or try different preparation methods until you find appealing combinations. The breakfast feels too heavy. Adjust portions based on your appetite and digestive comfort while maintaining the ratios of the three components. I travel frequently. Develop portable versions of the breakfast using nuts, berries, and vegetables that travel well, or identify how to access these foods in different locations. Creating sustainable habits. Link your circulation breakfast to existing morning routines rather than treating it as an additional task. Prepare components the night before, when possible, to streamline morning preparation. Remember that this approach supports your body's natural circulation mechanisms, rather than forcing changes, making it sustainable for long-term health. Your transformation timeline. Based on the women I've worked with, you can expect days 1 to 7, initial improvements in morning clarity and energy, weeks 2 to 3, noticeable circulation improvements and symptom reduction, week 4 to 8, sustained benefits and integrated lifestyle changes, month 3 plus, maintained circulation health with lifestyle integration. Your action plan. Begin tomorrow morning with the 3-component circulation breakfast. Purchase high-quality ingredients today so you can start immediately without delay. Set a consistent morning routine that allows time for proper preparation and consumption within the optimal timing window. Before you go, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more evidence-based approaches to health and vitality for women over 50. I regularly share nutritional strategies that can transform how you feel and function. Share this video with any woman struggling with poor circulation, cold hands and feet, or morning brain fog. This approach could provide the natural solution she's been seeking. Leave a comment below committing to try this circulation breakfast approach for 30 days. Consistent implementation is key to experiencing the full benefits. Remember, poor circulation isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's often a sign that your blood vessels need better nutritional support. The warmth, clarity, and energy you remember can be restored through targeted nutrition that addresses your body's changing needs.